Imagine working 18-hour days, but still qualifying for food stamps.
Local construction workers say that's what led them to walk off the job. Investigative reporter Ben Hall talked to some of those striking workers.
Well, they say they're underpaid on projects that receive millions in tax incentives. Their claims now have the attention of some on the Metro Council.
It's the opposite of the American dream.
He's one of the workers building Nashville's booming downtown.
Where you're working extremely hard and you're still classified as poverty.
Stefan Eccles lives with his wife and 2 kids in Manchester, Tennessee.
You got it, girl?
And doesn't mind hard work.
That's for like on the side of a bridge.
He's a reinforcing iron worker.
There'll be bars coming out of the concrete.
Also called a rod buster.
Pretty heavy.
He's worked on high rises, arenas, and stadiums, but says his family can't afford to use them.
We're building stadiums that we can't afford to take our kids to go and see a game.
Organizing is our right.
Come over here where you get some respect.
This summer, he and 6 other rod busters walked off the job, citing low pay, long hours, and no benefits.
I'm on strike because tired of making poverty wages, no benefits.
We met with some of those on strike. They see downtown developers getting tens of millions of dollars in tax breaks and incentives, but say that money is not getting to the workers.
It makes me mad, man, because they getting richer, we getting poor. We should at least have benefits.
Reese earns $15 an hour, much less than the $26 an hour rod busters average nationwide, according to labor statistics.
So many other places, the job is valued a lot more than it is right here.
Eccles gets $14 an hour and says his family must rely on food stamps and TennCare.
I should be able to provide for my family and not depend on government assistance. We get up in the morning about 4 o'clock, head to the gas station.
The strikers work for a subcontractor located in Manchester, Tennessee.
We get into the van, it's a clunker, fill up our gas and head off to Nashville.
We followed this van on its nearly 1-hour drive into downtown.
We cramp into this small vehicle, anywhere from 6 to 8 guys in one vehicle.
The van took workers to the site of the new Westin Hotel, a project that received $16 million in tax increment financing from the city.
They should be a minimal set standards for them to go by.
The head of the Service Employees Union believes when developers get taxpayer money, workers should get basic protections.
If they don't want to meet accountability standards, then they shouldn't be allowed to have the tax increment financing.
What we really have to see is, what is the extent of the problem?
But Metro's development agency questions whether tying labor conditions to tax incentives is appropriate.
Clearly that's something that we could put into a deal. The question is, what's that going to cost?
MDHA's deputy director says Metro already requires contractors to hire a certain percentage of minority businesses.
I think trying to use tax increment as a tool to take care of labor issues is kind of a distortion of the intent of tax increment.
See, like the metal poles holding up the beams under the wood here?
But Eccles says the final straw for him was when he was injured on the job.
I mean, I had my hard hat on, it still busted my head open, it hit me so hard.
He says the foreman didn't take him to the hospital, just to the van.
We should be treated with more respect.
At a time when Nashville is thriving and taxpayers are funding part of the growth, he says it's time to take a stand.
Everything I do is right back there playing.
He just wants his family to see the benefits of his hard work.
My whole world right there.
16 council members signed this letter to the subcontractor where Eccles worked, urging him to meet with the workers. Workers add this is bigger than just one contractor and impacts a lot of projects getting tax breaks.
Oh, for sure. Thanks so much, Ben. Well, council members sent that letter to several large developers downtown. They cited abject poverty and deplorable working conditions for some construction workers on downtown projects.